Hi, there are two versions of BrookCheck, a desktop version for use in the office and a mobile version for use in the field. This video will show you how to conduct an assessment using the desktop version. Please watch the separate video on the mobile version if that is the system you'll be using. So let's begin. First, you need to log into the system using your username and password. If you have those details, you can enter them by pressing this button. If you need to reset your password, you can do this by requesting a temporary password from the UK. Moto Michikata in the UK can give you this. You can then use the temporary password to reset your normal password. So let's go back and put in our login details. Right. So, if you put in your login details, that takes you through to this page where you can see all the operational units for your country program. You'll see that there are three tabs at the top of the screen. The country program, which in this case is Kenya. The second tab is community and the third tab is report. So let's talk about this first tab. Here you can see all the operational units on the left-hand side of the screen. If you put your cursor over each name, you'll see that it goes orange. To record an assessment, you need to click on this name. Let me show you one other feature of this first tab. If you click on this three-barred icon on the right, it will show you all the communities set up for that operational unit. So here you can see that for Baringo, there are 5 communities currently set up. If you click the icon again, the list will disappear. Now, let's look at what happens if you click the operational unit name. It takes you through to this page, which lists the outcome from your, log frame and the context, which is usually the same as the outcome. So Baringo is part of the semi-arid areas outcome, so that's the only choice we have here. So if we click on this orange text, it takes us through to the next page, which asks you to choose a category. Now you choose either the animal for SEBWAT or ABIs, or owners and communities for OBM, or service provision for WBA, and so on. Let's try owners and communities. So you can see that there is an OBM survey already set up here, OBM for semi-arid areas. To start the survey, you should click on the left-hand icon here, the one with the clipboard and the pen. Please ignore the other icon. So when you do this, you will see this message, which is telling you that it's important that you only record real data. The reason is that any assessments you make will be uploaded to the central BrookCheck database, and it's difficult to fix this afterwards if there are any mistakes. So only upload real data. Now, to begin the assessment, we need to record information in these 5 drop-down boxes. So the name of the assessor goes here. So let's choose Vincent Olu, for example. This would be your name. And your name should already be loaded into the system. If it isn't, please ask your BrookCheck administrator in your particular country program to put your name into the system. Then we put in the name of any service provider. So in the case of OBM, the best option here is to select service provider not applicable. But we can also find the name of a service provider. So for example, let's say we're looking for William Omolo. We can find him by scrolling to the end of the list. Here he is. Or we can type in the first letters of his name. So if I type in W and William Omolo will appear, and then we can choose his name. But let's go back and just put service provider not applicable for now. The date you can choose by clicking here. The time you can also choose, but I would say that it's not important for you to choose the time in this case. Then you choose the checkpoint, which is the type of survey that you're undertaking, what time it is. and you also choose a partner. So here's a list of partners, and you can also choose the community name, and you saw that there were a list of 5 before, so we'll choose this. So now you can answer the questions in order to record your assessment. So you just go through the survey, and I'll do that at random. So here is a typical OBM survey, and I'm just going through and clicking. If I want to add a comment at any point, I can click on this button here and type in a comment, and to get rid of this box I can click it again. So I'll just continue through and answer at random. Now when I've finished, I pressed save response, and if I've missed anything out it will give me a prompt. So here you can see I didn't answer the last question, so it's going to ask me to answer this one, which is highlighted in pink. So now I've answered that. Now it asks me again, have you double checked the data? Now it's very difficult in BrookCheck to correct mistakes after the event, so it's important just to have a look through and make sure that you've double checked it. And if you haven't, you can go back and have a look. And if you have, it asks you again, you just say yes. Now, you pressed OK, and if everything was successful as it was here, the system will show you an assessment ID number. You don't need to do anything with this number, it just confirms that you have completed the assessment. So if you want to carry out another assessment, you can click on this button here, and it starts again. Or if you want to return to the operational unit screen, you can either press the back button on your browser, or you can go to the bottom of the page and click here. It will take you back. And here we are back again. Now let's have a look at the other 2 tabs. So I mentioned that there was the Community tab and the Report tab. So the Community tab just lists all the communities for each operational unit, and it's just there for information. So for Baringo, remember there were 5 units. Let's look at the Report tab. This is for downloading all your results to Excel. So first, you need to choose Data Extraction here. Now, you choose the year. The default is 2014, but let's say you choose 2017. Now you choose the category. So if we've been uploading OBM results, we'll choose Owners and Communities. And now we can choose either a single operational unit or all operational units. And finally, we press Export. And after a few seconds, your Excel spreadsheet with the results will appear here. I'll just have a quick look so you can see how it opens. There we are. You can see that here are the assessments that I've just put in. So coming back to this screen, you can see that we've now looked through all of the 3 tabs, and your assessment is now complete. So that's the end of this video. If you do have any questions, please contact Moto Michikata about this, and she'll be happy to help you.